in all the activities of the civil engineering department. So I know
That's
Lenin
great.
quite well. I know the HOD. Has she joined? Ms. Lavanya, is she there? So they are
Madam
all
is
very
not.
active in a number of areas, including skill development, research, training and development, motivation, and all that.
That's great. That's great. I have, I have 3 children, and my second daughter is in her second year of civil engineering in the University of Ghent here in Belgium. And I have to say there's a big difference. There is not so much a focus on personal development in Belgium in universities. It's more just on the part of the knowledge, very knowledge-based, very theoretical, and I think maybe not enough emphasis on the building of your own personality, of your own attitude to succeed.
That's very important. Yeah. They focus more on the technical aspects of education rather than the personality.
Absolutely.
Part. So yes, one needs a wholly
almost unique
personality. That's important. Yeah, good. I'm glad you've been able to make it.
I think people in India, you are more advanced in that. You are more advanced in seeing a human being as a whole.
Okay. Good. Glad to hear that.
That's what I experience when I come in contact with people from India. They are very, they have a side which is more grounded and more, that's how.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. Very interesting. So you've been delivering these lectures regularly?
Absolutely. I do this regularly, and I have done it a few times for students all over the world. I have done it for students, pharmacist students in Nigeria, for students in the States, for students in India. It's young people are very close to my heart. I think it's our future, and it's up to, you could say, more experienced people to share our experiences, to share our insights, and to help them grow and build. You could say we need a change in humanity. That's how I see it. And they are our hope. Young people are our hope.
That's it. Yeah, very true. Yeah, very true. In fact, I remember that young lady from, was it Sweden, who's won the Nobel Prize recently, who spoke on climate change, and it was an emotional, impassioned plea for all the elders to take good care of nature and leave it to the youngsters. Wonderful.
Absolutely. And I think it starts within ourselves. If we would take care of nature, but with a hateful feeling of, like all those people, they are bad, it starts within ourselves. The attitude we carry, the attitude of respect for nature, for a fellow human being, for an animal, for it's just carrying that overall sense of dignity, respect, and maybe there has been, in, you could say, the last centuries, too much emphasis that we are so-called successful if we gather like titles or material possessions, and then we become someone. I strongly believe it's the other way around. First, we are someone.
That's it. Very true.
Once we are someone, we can become successful in serving.
True.
And then there is no real success, you could say, in life if you, as a human being, have not developed those skills.
That's right.
Because now, sometimes billionaires are worshipped, and they may have, you could say, they may have characteristics which are not beneficial for humanity, and yet they are worshipped. So if we could just change that focus on, you could say, having more respect for people who are leading by example in their lives, who are kind, compassionate, respectful. And start there, and then develop yourself and have a vision for your life. I think for everybody listening here, as a student, have a vision for your life. Have a clear plan, like, where do I want to see myself in 5 years? Where do I see myself in 10 years? Because we are like a ship. If you don't have direction, you go everywhere and nowhere. And have that direction based on your values. Go within yourself and know which are the values I want to build my life on. Don't let it be purely money or outer success, because they come and go. And if you build your life on those circumstances, you set yourself up for unhappiness. Because I'm sure you have known that, I have known that. We have good times, we have bad times. But if we are powerful within ourselves, if you could say, we are steering our boat as a person. Life is the sea. And that sea can be calm and can be very stormy. But we have to be a powerful captain of our boat. It's the storms that will make us more skilled as a captain. It's not a calm sea. It's the storms. And I will share you a story. 18 years ago, at the age of 32, I was diagnosed with a stage 4 skin cancer. I was told I had 6 more months to live. And I was a young mom then. We were, my husband and I, married since 5 years. And I had had 3 children in 4 years. So my youngest was only 8 weeks old. And you can imagine my husband hearing that he would be a widower in 6 months with 3 little children. It was quite a shock. It was an extreme shock. It was a shock for my parents-in-law. And when I was the first night in hospital, I had several surgeries, and I was heading for 1 year of chemotherapy. I was laying in bed, and I was thinking, first of all, I missed my children. It was the first time that I had no children around me. As a young mom, they are always around you, toddlers, babies. So I was all alone in my room, staring at the ceiling and thinking, okay, I miss my babies. But then immediately I was thinking, okay, one was 3 years old, one was 2 years old, and one was newly born. They were staying with my parents and parents-in-law. I was thinking, where they are now, are surrounded with warmth and love. They do not realize what's happening with me. So they are happy. They think they are on a holiday with their grandpa and grandma. So I told myself, no need to worry about that. They are well where they are now. And then the second thought that came up, I was thinking, okay, Barbara, you're in hospital here. What is the best thing that I can do to help myself right now? Even if I was told I had only 6 more months to live, I told myself, I will focus on positive thoughts only. I will not weaken myself with negativity and depressed thoughts. And even because I did not know at that time, fortunately for me, like the long chemotherapy, I went through it and I recovered. But at that moment, I did not know. Even if those were my last 6 months, rather going through my last 6 months in a positive atmosphere, rather than being depressed. Being negative and depressed would not have helped me in any way. So in the beginning, even people visiting my room in hospital, everybody started crying. Hello? Okay. Everybody coming in the room started crying and saying goodbyes. And I told them to stop. I was not dead yet. I only wanted, like happy faces and positivity in the room. And that's with life. Even if you're before an exam, you have to pass exams and you're very stressed out. Always think, in this moment, what is the best thing that I can do? Stressful and negative thoughts will never help you. Are muted now. Okay. I just saw that I was muted. Okay. So I was saying that if you're having, let's say for a student, you're having an exam in a few days and you're extremely stressed, then, like be mindful and think that stressful thoughts will not help you in this moment. Detach from those thoughts and think very clearly, what will help me right now? What will help you right now is empowering thoughts. You can maybe review your courses again, reread, like that will help you. But negativity and stress will only weaken you. So if you have any questions, you can tell me. Hello? Maybe in the chat room, if someone has questions, because I rather answer the questions to see, I want to relate to your situation when you are in right now. So if you say, well, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with that is something, I think the first thing I told you was having a vision for your life, like based on your values, really knowing the direction you want to take in life. If you don't know it right away, it's okay. It's just give it a thought. Then being very centered as a human being, knowing that you in this lifetime are here to, you could say, to blossom and to shine and to grow your talents. Develop a circle of giving and receiving. And we can be appreciated in many forms. We can be appreciated through human appreciation, through money that we receive when we're doing a job, and through our parents' gratitude. So don't see your life like only as building a career, making money, buying the house. There's so much more to that. You can be so much more to many more people. And I think that that's an important message. Humanity needs each one of you, needs each one of your talents. And I think if we go through life with that sense that we matter, never forget that you matter and you are needed here. When you feel like, and I think that's the start of depression for many people. They don't feel like they matter. They don't feel like they're acknowledged. But just find that knowing within yourself and then start from there, building your life. And when you have an inner fulfillment, whatever circumstance you face, you keep that inner light and that inner fulfillment. Because each one of us, young, old, poor, rich, we are faced to certain circumstances in life. Everything changes all of the time. Now with the pandemic too. A year ago, nobody could imagine that we would have a pandemic in 2020. No, like 1 year ago, if you would have told me everybody in Belgium will wear a mouth mask, I would say, are you crazy? And now I go outside, everybody is wearing a mouth mask. That's life. We have to adapt. And the person who adapts most easily is the person who will be, you could say, most not only fulfilled, but also most, and I think it's even in science, whether it's an animal or it's a human being, the person who can easily adapt to changing circumstances is the one who is most likely to be successful, to be happy, and to be fulfilled. That is one constant in life. Everything changes. And it's up to us to find, and a human being is extremely creative, is extremely, especially when faced to difficulties. It's then that we are tested, our creativity, our inspiration. We are pushed to find new ways for living, new ways for dealing with things. So you could say that it's those situations who makes us grow also as a human being. If we go back to the analogy with the sea, if I would be in my boat and my entire life I have calm sea, I would never learn to become a skilled captain. So if you in your life only have, you never have challenges, you never have difficulties, the first difficulty you will go to the ground, because you will not have learned before how to deal with changing circumstances, how to deal with certain difficulties on your way. And those so-called challenges make you tap into something within yourself that you maybe didn't even realize was there. If I wouldn't have had the cancer, I would never have had, until 32, I took my life for granted. I took for granted that I woke up every day in good health. It was normal. I wasn't even grateful for it. I thought it was normal. But since recovering, each morning when I wake up, I open my eyes and I breathe. I say, thank you. I'm still here. Even if 18 years ago, they told me that I wouldn't survive, I'm still here. And I'm dedicated to give the best of myself every single day. I'm building a legacy. I have become aware that the most beautiful legacy we can build is in influencing in a positive way, impacting in a positive way other people's lives, that touching people's hearts. That's how you build a legacy. It's not in buying 5 houses or having 10 cars or even having 10 titles. If you as a human being are not capable to be kind and respectful to the human being next to you, your houses, your cars, and your titles do not matter. Who are you as a human being every day? How are you developing yourself? And also, if you see that you have difficulties or you are triggered by certain situations, look within yourself. Even if it's, if you become aware that each time, 1 week before a test, you go in complete panic, look within yourself. What's happening? Why are you panicking? Are you not well prepared? Are you overwhelmed by stressful thoughts? Can you learn something from it? Each time when we have a certain situation, instead of dramatizing, just calmly look at it. What can I learn from this? Even I have it. If one of my children still trigger me and I go like in a state of upset, I look at myself. Why is that comment of my son triggering me? What's happening right here? And I go within myself, because it's not my son who is upsetting me. It's something within me that gets upset by the comment of someone else. We have always to realize what someone else says is a reflection of who they are. It has nothing to do with us. Detaching makes you very powerful. And also having a clear perspective. Because many times we live in a society where there's so much drama. There's so much negativity. Well, mind yourself. How do you fill your days? Are you every evening scrolling on your social media and getting upset? Oh, look at this one. Or comparing yourself, pulling yourself down. Are you watching TV like brainless drama series? Or are you getting quiet? Are you reading a book which will develop yourself better? Are you into activities which increase your peace of mind, or are you into activities which increase the drama? You are responsible for that. You are responsible in how you fill your body, whether it's food, drinks, how you fill your mind. That's your responsibility. Who you surround yourself with. Are you surrounded with friends who are supportive and uplifting and who make you a better person? Or are you surrounded with people who are negative and drain you and do not respect you? It's up to you to set those boundaries. And becoming aware of all of that, becoming aware of the power you have to create that life you dream of. It is within you. It's not within your circumstances. So I hope this makes some things clear. My greatest mission is always to empower people, to make them aware that every day I get hundreds of messages, people from everywhere in the world who go like, Barbara, I'm too poor to, to get a degree, or I don't have connections, or I'm living in the wrong country, or don't use certain circumstances as an excuse to pull yourself down. There are people who were broke and very poor, who got a degree and who got a beautiful career and who got impact in life. It's always you can use your difficulties as a fuel. That's what I have done. Use it as a fuel to get better. 4 years ago, until 4 years ago, I was running a construction business. And I changed my business 4 years ago into a coaching business. And I almost went bankrupt. I was betrayed by 2 employees. And I ended up with huge financial losses. But instead of having that, you could say, getting me depressed or in an endless circle of depression, I was dedicated to find another way. And I built a new business. And 4 years later, I'm thriving in that business. I have always seen the difficulties. In a later moment, they were a blessing in disguise. In the moment itself, it's hard and sometimes horrible even. And I will not deny that I have some difficult moments. But then it only lasts for a few minutes or a few hours. Then I grab myself and I say, okay, you can do this. You have everything within you. There are people who are starving from hunger right now. You are living in a home. You have a roof over your head. You can do, you have that own value to bring into the world, even when facing difficulties. And if there's one thing that I want you to remember today, I would like you to remember that whatever you are facing in life right now or in the future, within you, you have everything to overcome it. It's always developing something within you, a skill, a talent that you even didn't know that was there. So if you want to know anything else from me or other questions, I'm always happy to hear them. If someone...
It's been really nice to hear you.
Okay.
But I think the time of Zoom meeting, as it has fixed for 40 minutes, automatically it is going to end now.
Okay. Okay, well, you can always, like contact me through LinkedIn.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. And anyone, if want to ask anything also, you can discuss with ma'am now. But before it will end, I just want to thanks to ma'am for this. On behalf of the entire civil department and Easwari Engineering College, I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful for you that within a short notice also you accepted the invitations and you have joined and you are ready to speak on this topic in this webinar. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Well,
thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure.
That was illuminating. That was quite an eye-opener. And it sets everybody to set to think for himself and to see where he or she stands at this juncture in life and how much more they can contribute instead of cribbing or criticizing. We must look at the positive side of things and see how we can contribute to the very many problems. Be a solution rather than a problem yourself. That
yes,
be the
beautifully said. Beautifully said. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It was good.
I'm really thankful to our director, sir, for his presence. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the gathering. Yes.
Okay, me too.
Anyone else, if you want to talk anything on any of the topic also, you can discuss it.
Yes, and anyone can connect with me through LinkedIn. You will find it's just under my name. And you know, like see my videos on LinkedIn. If they need something else, you can just contact me like you did, Lennon. You contacted me. And
Thank you. And definitely in near future, again, I will expect your presence on, because it is really impressive to listen to you. It is really good.
Okay. Well, I love, you know, like I love to encourage young people, empower them. So whenever you know, like in a few months, you want to come to have me back, I would be honored to come back.
Thank you. Definitely. Thank you for your presence, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, I think we can end here, and looking forward to talking to you again.
Ma'am, in your side, is it not possible to have the Google Meet link or Google platform can with you, or only it will good for you in Zoom meeting?
What exactly do you want to say? I didn't hear that so well.
In Google Meet, we have the platform to discuss.
Oh yes, okay. If you prefer Google Meet rooms, no problem for me. We can do that.
Okay. Here I was just thinking, was here timing issues automatically, I just said it is going to end. At least in Google Meet, it will be better to do.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much.
Okay, I will leave you now, and maybe till next time then.
Sure.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Lennon. It was very nice. We enjoyed it.
Thank you, sir. Because, sir, I was thinking that because Google Meet, we are very much of used to that. So maybe the recording will be there, some presentation, some timings will be better there. I was thinking, but here I itself don't know, automatically within 40 minutes it is going to end. Somehow difficulties we are facing here. But she initially insisted me to have the meeting on Zoom. That's why I just thought, okay, how she is preferring that it be that way.
I can see Surinder also. Surinder is there. Hi, Surinder.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. I thought this was for 1 hour. It stops automatically at 40 minutes, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the problem, sir.
I see. What happened to the HOD, ma'am?
Ma'am, she went to a meeting, sir. VP went to a meeting.
There's a meeting. Okay, very nice. In fact, she was the one who told me yesterday there is a meeting, so she sent me the link. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
That's good. We can have more of these discussions. You hold this once a fortnight or once a month, or what do you do?